Welcome. The Module 6 discussion board is what we're going to be talking about today. So that Module 6 discussion board focuses us on the ways sustainable development connects to the three pillars of sustainability. Now, there are many issues related to sustainable development, from global issues to even local community level issues. And this discussion board really gives you an opportunity to learn from each other about issues that we individually identify as related to sustainable development. So I just want to explain the picture here real quickly. This is a picture of the first offshore wind farm that was constructed off the coast of the United States in 2016. It's known as the Block Island Wind Farm, and this wind farm generates enough power to provide electricity to Block Island, plus an additional 12,500 homes that are on the mainland of Rhode Island, which Block Island is just offshore from. So if you're curious about this, you might want to take a look into the pros and cons of that wind farm as they're related specifically to the three sustainability pillars and to sustainable development. So let's go ahead and dig into this discussion board assignment a little bit. In this discussion board assignment, you're asked to share an analysis of an issue related to sustainable development that you find using the CQ Researcher tool, which of course you access through the Shapiro Library. It could even be an issue from your own local community. So for your initial post, you're going to describe the issue, then you're going to consider how the environment is impacted and how it impacts the issue. So as you dig into a bit more, you'll find that you're going to identify sustainable development issues, and those are going to be impacted by the community that they're related to. So as you draft your post, please remember to practice using key vocabulary terms that we learned along the way. For example, can you add in terms such as consumption, welfare, and capital that we've learned in the readings for this module? Also, remember to connect examples of the issue in your description to the three pillars of sustainability, and make sure that you're checking and going through each one of the prompts as you answer. In your response posts, you want to consider a couple different things. First of all, how does the issue connect to each of the three pillars of sustainability? It's a great opportunity to practice using vocabulary associated with those pillars. Also, I wonder if you can work in terms like resources, ecosystems, growth, carrying capacity, and access. Then identify other aspects of inequality that you think are present in the issue, and tell us how further sustainable development might help to advance the overall issue. Taking a look at the rubric, we always do this, and you should be very familiar with this rubric by now. This is the 6th time you've seen it. So let's look at each row, beginning with the comprehension row. And here I'm looking for your post to describe how placing equality and equity at the center of the three pillars of sustainability can enhance sustainable development. Specifically, in your post, were you able to successfully communicate your thoughts on that particular sustainable development issue? Timeliness, you know your first post is due before the Thursday midnight deadline. Engagement, in your response post, did you describe how further sustainable development would help to address the issue? And did you share any examples? And then finally, on writing, are your posts clear and concise? And remember, start thinking about citations here, especially because you're going to need those in your final draft for Module 7. Okay. Thanks for joining me for an introduction to this Module 6 discussion board. Looking forward to reading your posts, looking forward to reading the responses.